But right now, like I said at the onset of the show, we got a beautiful model, public relations consultant. What you know about Miss Chocolate? Yeah. Oh! Does those things duel in your mind? Do they help each other? Does it take, how does it work with you?
It works because I was a model first. And through education, I learned how to get to the business side of modeling. So I took that and kind of ran with it as far as the whole entertainment industry, as far as marketing, advertising, promotions. That's where all the public relations aspect comes in.
Well, let me ask you a question. What pushed you into the business aspect of it? Because, you know, you could have just stayed modeling. You know, was it a series of events? You know, you didn't like the culture of it? You know, or you felt like you can accomplish more if you went on a business end? What was it?
That would be it right there. I've always been the type of person that I'm an analytical thinker. So I like to get to the bottom of the facts and figure it out from A to Z. I don't want to just do one thing. I'm better when I multitask. I got to have a lot of stuff on my plate. I like to eat. I'm hungry.
Don't look like it, though. Don't look like she don't eat too much or nothing, huh? Probably a couple salads. Okay, now, so you say you started out modeling first.
Yeah.
Now, what were some of the things? Were you runway? Were you retail?
Strictly runway. Right now I'm doing more photography. I'm doing more acting. But I was strictly runway.
Right.
Strictly runway with Faro models. And I also I did fashion shows at Randall Park Mall. Did fashion shows for JCPenney. Been strictly pretty much.
Now, did you have that confident walk when you walked that catwalk?
I had a signature walk.
You had a signature walk. Is that right? Now, that's big, right? You know what I mean? A signature walk? Because I was just recently at, you know, a modeling event, Culture Shock. Me and Chuck B was out at Culture Shock. It was really nice. You know, it really impressed me because it looked like New York, Los Angeles, you know, and those models was doing their thing. Even some of the gay guys, you know, they was tripping, you know, but they was serious about it. They had a signature walk.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So what did you...
Cool, you know what I'm saying?
Huh?
Shout out to the gay community.
That's right.
Shout out.
Right.
I ain't gay, but shout out to them.
Hey, you know. Hey, you know. Now, what did you learn from that side of the business that you took into public relations?
That's a good question. As far as runway modeling and modeling in general, I learned that you have to have your everything in order. It's not just enough to say that you're a model. It's not just enough to have your pictures. It's not just enough to have, well, like what I called it today, all these booty shots on the Facebook and Twitter and everywhere else. You have to have a portfolio. You have to have a bio. You have to have business cards. You have to have a plan. You have to have a goal, because without a goal, you really don't have anywhere to go, because you'll get led here, there, and everywhere else. People will be able to tell you this, that, and the third.
Right.
But when you have a plan and when you know where you're going and when you know what you want to do, then you stick to it and you end up doing it. That's what kind of led me to the public relations side of it, to get the word out that it's more to it than just taking pictures. It's more to it than just being on the runway.
It seems kind of strange, because it seems like being a model, you know, you don't want to be too much approachable, because, you know, people always come sideways to you.
Exactly.
But then when you became a public relations person, that's totally opposite. You're dealing with the public and, you know, relations and things of that nature.
Right.
So was it a smooth transition, or you had to get used to it, or what?
Oh, yeah, because throughout my modeling career, I met a lot of people, a lot of different people within the industry that helped me to understand the business side of the industry.
Right.
So even at Faro Models, I ended up being a modeling mentor after having my children and going back, and I ended up mentoring the models, helping them build their portfolios, helping them get their business cards, the business side of modeling together, versus me being on the runway.
Now, we got a young girl in the audience that's aspiring to be a model. Do you got any words of encouragement, you know, something you can pass along to her real quick? You know,
you got to be serious. It is a lot of hard work. It's a lot of hard work. You got to stay on your school, stay on your grind, but it's a lot of hard work.
Now, going into the public relations business. Now, you're working with a client right now, Visions Magazine. Mm-hmm. Tell us about that experience.
Vision Magazine is a arts and entertainment magazine, basically based out of Ohio. But we are branching off into different areas such as California, Atlanta, Minnesota, New York. We work, as far as Vision Magazine, we have arts and entertainment, and we do nightlife, we do fashion, we do local spas, things like that. We're highlighting the community.
Right.
Lifestyle.
Right.
Stuff like that.
Now, how does one get into that business of public relations? You know, you always want to know how you get a start like that, because someone got to recognize you and recognize your talents to want to put you down with and have confidence in you to put you down with their project. Because public relations is when you're actually being a spokesperson
for
a brand or someone else.
For a brand.
How do you break into that industry?
You got to have, well, me, myself, I went to school for business management. Also took marketing classes. Also took paralegal classes, so I'm able to do contracts, agreements, all types of things.
So let's clear that up. It wasn't just because you was modeling and somebody said, hey, come, represent my brand.
No, it was from school. When I took business management classes, I learned that I like the behind the scenes versus in front of the scenes. So I like to prepare the contracts. In the music industry especially, it's very important that you have contracts and agreements. Do not do anything pretty much word of mouth. With modeling too, have your agreements, your contracts. Do not do anything pretty much word of mouth, because that gets you in
hot water.
Yes.
Now at Meta 216, which is your company, right?
Meta 216 Enterprises.
Meta 216 Enterprises.
www.meta216.com.
Right. Now, one last question. Now, have anybody ever gotten upset with you for something you didn't said for their company? Like, have they ever said, well, you could have said it like this?
No, because first off, they cannot get upset at me because of what I said, because I ask them what they want me to say.
Oh, there you go. What you know about Miss Chocolate? Give it up, y'all.